Welcome, folks, one and all, to a fun little session we're gonna have here. My name is Red7. You can just call me Red. We are playing Call of Cthulhu, 7th edition. The first episode, The Haunting. Easygoing kind of scenario where we have three investigators, and in no particular order, they will call out their names and their character name. Speak up.
Okay, so hi, my name's Elias. My character is Helga McGee. Um, she's a 62-year-old craftsperson. Do I go into more detail here?
It'll be You can go ahead and talk a little bit about
Okay,
it.
all right, yeah. So she's second generation Russian immigrant. Lives in Boston, Cambridge. Funny enough. Um, and she's a craftsperson. So she's actually a machinist by trade, but she's a heavyset, grizzled, foul-mouthed, and industrious, radical Marxist feminist. Um, she likes to be in the workplace or the shop at her home. Her treasured possessions are a set of wrenches, sockets, and screwdrivers passed down to her from her deceased shop foreman. And she's very loyal. The only significant people in her life are her brother, who is mentally disabled, and her old shop teacher.
All right. Next off, who wants to take the reins on the next introduction? Rammi?
I will. Okay. So I'm Rammi, and my character is Yolanda Squatpump. She is a prostitute, age 49. Originally from Italy, Texas, but moved to Boston because of James Michael Curley, who was the former mayor of Boston, who wooed her and wanted her to be his personal property for a period of time. She's a 6'5", long-legged woman with big bosoms. I can't remember what I put here. Oh yeah, she's a bodybuilder by trade until she turned to prostitution due to her mother dying, of which at the time of her death she'd give her a locket that is an image of her mother and her father that she keeps very close by. The most meaningful location she's discovered is Boston Common, because that's the area where she goes and solicits business.
And PC.
All right, I'm PCZ. My
Sorry, dude. I forgot to say that my ideology belief is that she's believes in fate and doesn't really believe in anything other than fate. Sorry about it.
All right.
That's perfect.
Like,
All right, so I'm PCZ. My character's name is Sally Victoria Maskell. She's originally from Bristol, UK, and currently living in Sleepy Harbor. She is an animal trainer, age 27. And so she is a petite-framed younger woman that's very introverted and strong-willed. She studied biological sciences at Oxford University before emigrating to the United States, and she was previously employed as a lion trainer for the local circus. Her ideology, she also believes in fate as well. Um, so under significant people, and I took that to be her childhood pet because at Dartmoor National Park on her 16th birthday, her family was out hiking and her father was attacked and nearly died from a cougar. And their dog Emily, which was a Rottweiler, fended off said cougar until they were safe. So right now she has a treasured possession of hers, which is a necklace of a rope with a kind of like a shark tooth, except this is a tooth from her now deceased dog that she carries with her, as well as her current treasured possession is a Jack, which is a black German Shepherd.
do you have that German Shepherd on you?
I do.
Okay. Just out of context, since it's my first time DMing, I didn't know you have a pet animal with you. I'll write them in at some point, probably for the next session. But let's try to keep it 3 men. Oh, 2 women,
Okay.
1 man. I'm sorry, 3 women. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna make the setting now. It's Boston, Massachusetts, 1921. You guys are I'm gonna see here character sheets. Um, So you guys are all roommates, pretty much in the same apartment. You don't really enjoy being around Yolanda Squatpump, but I mean, at least she goes around, and she comes back at a decent time in the morning, and sometime around like 6 o'clock, and then sleeps all day. But is mostly out for the better part of the nighttime. You don't know why, but she comes back wearing a lot of risque clothing. Uh, you don't have the inclination that she would be a prostitute. Um, and you guys barely have talked so far. As far after like you've been in together, maybe like 2 months. You see each other here and there. Sometimes, Burpa McGee will eat some of Sally's food. It's not really fun to when Sally comes back and she has to bitch out Burpa McGee, but you know, things are fine. You keep tensions low. Um,
You
and
can.
I will. Set.
I just want to correct you. Burpa is my middle name. It's my nickname. Helga is my first name.
Oh, okay. I'll call you Heckle. The apartment is not the best, as you guys are still trying to make ends meet. Um, Yolanda has the most money out of everybody. You don't know why, but she does come up with some money. It's usually in cash. She never writes checks or anything like that. It's whatever. She pays the rent.
I was just about to say, thankfully somebody pays the rent.
Sometimes she helps out Helga.
I pay. I pay sometimes.
She believes that you'll eventually pay her back in fate. So, all right. So we started off this session. Pretty much. Let's see how I'm gonna start this off. So as you guys have been working around the area, getting to know people, um, Yolanda knows a gentleman who frequents her establishments, um, mostly just for talks and just because he seems a little frazzled. Um, you get a sharp knock on the door to your apartment one late night.
I guess I have to go and get that.
Knock, 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 knock.
I'm, I go and open up. Yolanda goes and opens the door.
Opens the door. Nice. Well, hello there, Mister Yolanda. You know, I was just trying to come over here and see what you were doing tonight.
What are
Um,
you doing here? I told you never to come over to this house.
well, you see, I really wanted to talk to you. I know we have our talk sessions. Today's just an unordinary day that I feel like I could ask you something since everybody has failed at this task, and I just trying to wanna see what you think. He holds you a paper. I'll hold out a paper for you. Do you invite him in?
I'm going to beckon Helga to come over and look at the document as I am struggling to read it.
I take a shot of whiskey.
The note falls harmlessly on the floor during a mispass.
I slowly walk over to the door, pick up the note, throw on my spectacles.
Well, that wasn't for you. I meant to give that to Yolanda. Who are you?
I'm Helga.
Well, that's great and all.
I'm the woman of the house.
If you want to come in here, Helga has to agree to it, so you better just shut
Oh,
up.
are you friends? Oh, I mean, maybe she can help me out.
I do not let her in.
Mr. Knott is just like looking awkwardly left and right outside the front door, like unsure what the fuck to do. So I guess I'll just kind of make my statement brief. I own a house down the street, and I'm having an issue with it. Um, I can't seem to rent out the house. There's something wrong with it, but I'm not totally certain. Um,
Do you need carpentry repair?
I mean, yes, absolutely. It's in very much disrepair, but that's not the case on this house. I I really would like somebody to check it out and make sure it's all clear because I've been hearing weird things about hauntings. Uh, it's a house with bad past, and you know, it's weird for me to go to a prostitute, but I feel like Yolanda's been the voice of reasoning. Uh, by the way, Helga, you did not know she was a prostitute till now, until Mr. Knot dropped the bomb. Um,
You are whore?
Yolanda, how do you respond? There's an
Yolanda,
awkward
you are-
pause.
you are
So
a whore.
sorry.
There's an awkward
Sorry,
pause.
guys. I got interrupted and I didn't hear that last bit. My apologies. Out of context.
Oh, okay. So Mr. Knot, to recap, Mr. Knot was okay. So, Helga's the woman of the house. Helga asked if Mr. Knot needed some repairs. He's like, yes, but that's not the reasoning. The reasoning is, you know, Yolanda's always the voice of reason. Maybe that she understands things a little bit better than I do, but I just can't wrap my head around why people keep leaving this house. They say it's haunted, but I don't believe in that. But I'd like to have somebody investigate it. And it's weird for me to go to a whore or prostitute, and then at that point, Helga, that was a bomb drop that you Helga just figured out that you're a prostitute.
You are prostitute?
Yes, Helga. What do you expect? You know, how do you think we have this house? I pay the rent all the time, so this is what I do.
Oh man, nice.
No matter.
There's a lull.
It's your body, your choice.
Yes, if you have any more friends that can help out, pretty much, I'd be paying you. Obviously, you're the voice of reasoning. I just want you to tell me that it's fine.
Sally.
Everything's fine.
Sally, come here. Come here, Sally.
What do you do?
What is it? What's going on? Who is this man?
Oh, more
This man
friends.
wants us to go and figure out what's going on at his house because no one wants to stay there. I think he wants some kinky fetish, but I'm not really sure about that.
No. I guarantee you, this is, you know, we've never made anything like very lovey-dovey between us. It's always been it's been strictly business and talk. You know this. Why do I have to say this again? That's all I
Straight
would.
business and talk. What's going on? How do you know? Do you know? You seem like you know each other.
I'd rather
He's
not.
one of my clients.
Oh, okay. I guess that's fine.
What do you mean by clients?
Can we just get to the matter at hand? So I would like to hire your carpenter and Yolanda, for a little bit of investigation help, pretty much. And then he repeats himself again, being redundant.
I do not
So that
do
Sally
a,
can know what the hell is going on. Yeah.
I do not do a sex act.
You do. I assure you, you won't have to.
Okay, I bring wrench anyway.
So I would give you compensation, obviously. You know, it's a weird, like I said, it's a weird thing to be asking, but whatever. It's $25. It's $25 between you guys. If you guys can give me some good feedback on the house and make sure that this is all in my head.
It's okay, ghost not real. Only leaky pipe, bad valve.
That's what I was saying. So I mean, if it's a carpentry thing, then you could fix it. I mean, I want you all to go there because it would be just so much better.
I
Okay,
love
we
your
check
logic,
it out.
Helga.
We check it out.
All right, Mr. Knot hands you a handout. I will give that. Somebody picked it up, right, Helga?
Yes.
Maybe.
All right, 1
Okay,
second.
what does handout say? I cannot read this language.
God, you gave it to the second
Give
generation
it to
Russian.
me. Give it
Okay.
to me.
You take. Here you go.
What does it say?
1 second. Posted it down below. Are you gonna read it? Or are you gonna read it out loud, or are you just gonna read it and then
No,
not
I'm
tell
just
it?
gonna read it and not tell
Sally, you read.
idiot Russians that can't read English.
I cannot read this language. It's a foreign.
A landlord, Mr. Knott, asks you to examine an old house in central Boston known as the Corbett House. The former tenants, the Macario family, were involved in a tragedy, and the owner wishes to understand the mysterious happenings at the house and set matters straight. Mr. Knott has been unable to rent the house out since the tragedy and hopes that you can clear things up and restore its good name. He offers to reimburse you for your time and trouble. The landlord gives you the keys, the address, and $25 cash in advance. Knowing your jobs, you'll want to conduct some research before you head to the house. You could check out old newspaper articles at the office of the Boston Globe, head to the Central Library, or go to the Hall of Records. The choice is yours.
Well, that's the handout. It gets sent out to players, but that just, they know that these are these resources they can go to. Pretty much hand you a key.
Here's
Gives you a
numbers.
note, just pretty much summing
Give us
up
some
that,
money.
saying, yeah, you could go here, you could go there, but just check some things out, and get back to them. $25 cash advance, and that's not per person. That's between you. Great. So
Okay.
so um, can I trust in you guys?
Yes, you can absolutely trust in us. We'll figure this out.
Oh, great.
But can we agree to more money, please? Can I?
I
Get
thought you
35?
said I thought you said $25 per person.
Oh, did I say that?
That you said $25 for you.
I don't know. I guess. Give me.
Half now, half later. Compromise.
Is good for you.
1 second.
They were
Sorry.
just about to give us it all in advance, Helga. What are you talking about?
Fair is fair.
Helga, can you please get me or fix me a water?
I do not fix. Not waters. I cannot fix waters. I can only fix me drink, a bourbon, a house problem, maybe leaky valve. We will see.
All right. Yolanda, give me a persuade roll, D100, and tell me the number. You'll want to beat your persuade number.
Are you sure? Like, I was reading, just real quick, out of context. I was reading, and it looked like as long as you roll below your number,
It's
you
below.
were safe. It's below, right?
Yeah, so you have
So
a persuade of 10 base and then 40, and I believe you add those together. If not, then people can read me out in chat or not YouTube. So you would have a persuade of 50, right? Yeah, you would.
No, I put the numbers in that included the 10%, so I only added 30. I put my
Oh,
total
you
to
included it.
40.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I did, sorry.
So give me a roll.
That's right.
And tell me how you persuaded me again.
So I got 29.
29? Oh, okay. I could give you 35, but no more. No more.
That works.
Okay. Great. Well, I'll leave you to your things. And he scampers away.
Right, y'all. Where do you want to go?
It's late at night.
Why didn't you ask for more money?
He did. He got more.
For more than more.
He could have. Actually, he already did his persuade roll. He got more money.
Get, like, more
Next time I'll
because
bring
I
my
did
angry
a
dog out.
successful roll?
But for now, my dog stays in his cage.
Probably
Does
for
my
the best.
persuade improve?
Probably
because of that?
for the remainder of this session.
You did not know. You didn't get I always say like I guess a 10% of your roll would be something you make a tick on. Nothing instantly improves. It only gets a tick, and if you succeed within 10% of your skill, you get that tick. And during our downtime after the investigation's over, you will get more. You'll get a chance to train in those skills.
Got it.
All right, it's late at
Okay.
night.
So, yeah, what time is it?
It's about 9:30 in the afternoon. This is
9:30
one
in
of
the
the
evening.
evening. Yeah, these are one of those rare nights where all three of you are together. This is the only time that really is like Yolanda's about to go to work, and then you guys are about to go to bed. So he caught you like right at a good time.
Okay, well, since so we got newspaper. So the offices, the Boston Globe, so local newspaper place, Central Library, and Hall of Records. All of those are public works, so they're probably not open at this time. Let's all go to bed, and then first thing in the morning, let's go to one of those places. I would suggest we go to the newspaper article office. because they will have the most recent information based on the tragedy, and then we can try and determine what we need to figure out from there.
I recommend the Hall of Record.
I'm going to go to the library. I don't want to go to the newspaper articles. I hate newspapers.
Let's split up, I guess.
But first, Nostrovia.
Okay. So you guys go to bed?
Yep, let's go to bed.
All right. You guys go to bed. That means Yolanda, you're not going to work today, huh?
No, I'm
Who's
not
gonna
working
pay our
today.
rent?
I just got paid extra money for this deal, so I'm not going to go to work tonight.
$35 is a lot of money. You usually get the $5, maybe, if that.
Okay,
right.
yeah, I was about to ask,
Okay.
how much is $25 back in 1920 currency? Out of context.
It's like 400 or 500.
It's pretty good.
I said out of context.
Good money.
Out of character, Moose.
No, never.
It's pretty good money.
The proletariat always live.
Give me a second. If you guys are gonna split up, that's gonna make things a little bit different.
All right, I'll go to the. I'll wake up in the morning and I've changed my mind and I'm going to go to the newspaper.
But Hall of Record, most recent.
What are you gonna? So what are you gonna do in the Hall of Records? What do you expect to find?
So, out of context.
No. In context.
In context.
We're having a discussion about what Yolanda suggests that it's not a good idea to all split up because it's not good. So we need to discuss and determine where the best place to go is.
Well, Hall of Record have in paperwork of owner, of work done, all that stuff. Newspaper could be wrong, but Hall of Record for sure have the right information.
All right, that makes sense. Let's go to the Hall of Records. Because you're right. Because
I would prefer that.
We can figure out too, since hopefully they'll have actual information on Mr. Knott as well.
All right. 1 second.
A good thing.
Well, that's good because, Yolanda, you don't actually have a pimp or anything like that. You just kind of do your own thing and go make house calls.
Like a boss.
She independent woman. She do what she want.
So you can look up some other records while you're there, if you know what I mean.
And
Make sure they're clean of health, right? You don't want to contract syphilis.
nobody knew about that at that time.
No cure anyway. Tuskegee experiment have not happened
It is
yet.
smelly down there right now.
Did you take a shower or no?
She never shower. Cheap whore. $5.
$5 is still a lot of money.
She's the richest one out of all of us.
She is. Poor guys. No wonder why they just talked to her. Okay. So, and then Helga. You're a contractor, so you don't actually have to show up. You haven't had a job anyway. And then
I do all sorts of jobs. They just happen in the garage. That's all.
And then also, you're in luck because this is a Saturday, and you're not at your job right now, Sally.
The proletariat always work.
I'm sorry, it's a Monday.
Ah, fuck. I must go to work.
But Sally's gonna be skipping work because she knows that the
I'm
Hall of
actually
Records
fed
will be
up with
open.
working at the circus. I prefer to work at the zoo.
Okay.
I'm actually in a transition period.
Oh,
so
transition period. Okay, that makes total sense. All right, so
I don't like harming animals.
you guys wake up. You're in your apartment. It's a little dusty. The sunlight hits against the dust through the windowsill. You guys are sitting around. I will make this apparent for you guys. Yolanda, you know that you own a Derringer.
A what?
You own a Derringer. You're a lady of the night. You have to have something to protect yourself.
Okay.
A handgun.
It's a double
Cool.
Remington double Derringer M95. Double barrel design. Shoots firing a .41 rimfire shot round. You bought this years ago. You've never had to fire it. You have a little bit of extra ammo too. Write down that the damage is 1d10. You can fire 2 shots per round.
Is that at any range? Or what's
Uh,
its effective range?
10 yards, which is not bad.
No, for a little battery pistol like that, it's actually
It's two
pretty good.
attacks. Is it two attacks basically then?
Yes, if
1d10?
you shoot both, you can shoot. It would be 1d10, and the second shot I would say would be like a 1d6. So it has diminishing returns. Not that you'd have to use that to bring to the Hall of Records. Obviously, no, you're going to a
I'd
public place, right?
certainly hope not. Yeah, on a Monday in a
But
public
but
place.
you look
Ooh.
over at the table and you see your trusty Derringer. You named her Sasha.
Always stay strapped when I hit the club. Bitches give me hugs.
I got you. I got you.
How much ammo?
Um, I'll tell you how much when you get in the combat.
5 rounds.
No, I would do that. You have plenty.
A revolver usually holds 6, but okay.
It holds 2.
Awesome.
It's not a revolver.
Shot.
Oh shit.
I need to go and get my weapon just in case, ladies.
No, you have it on you, right? He has it on?
No, she saw it on the table.
Oh, okay.
She's eyeballing it.
Okay.
It's gathering a little bit of dust from the.
I'm gonna go make some breakfast.
Gonna make breakfast. Okay.
I'm gonna make some breakfast. Eggs. And bacon.
Hopefully,
It
eggs
takes-
Benedict, please.
It takes.
No. Scrambled.
You guys
No,
get in a
I-
heated argument about what you're gonna make.
But what egg's the best?
I make vodka, Nostrovia.
Do you even have eggs where you come from, Helga?
Yes, the porcupine egg. Very large.
Pause! Out of context. Porcupines are not native to Russia. Piss off. Go figure out something else to say.
Have you ever not had porcupine egg in Russia? No, so you cannot say. The burden of proof is on you.
Helga, how much about the job, or what do you usually wear?
Usually wear denim overall.
Okay. Would it be
Mm.
safe to assume that you always have your tools with you?
I have them in the box. I don't always carry, but usually a screwdriver, maybe a wrench, probably a hammer.
How dear to you is that wrench or hammer?
Oh, adjustable crescent wrench, most important, always with me. And Tinner's hammer, usually carry.
24/7.
Don't always sleep with it, but sometime.
So what do you have on
Under
you
the
now? Right now?
pillow, basically, is what you're saying. You sleep with it.
Are you bringing any of your tools with you after?
Yes, right now, a Phillips screwdriver, 9/16 wrench, and adjustable wrench.
What about a flathead?
No flathead.
I'll flat
Pause.
your head.
Pause, out of context. Actually, Phillips screws were not really used back then, so it probably
Correct.
would be a flathead.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, out of context, I'm just trying to think.
Back in context.
And a flathead screwdriver, a 9/16 inch wrench, and a small hammer. Also, always have a roll of duct tape. Duct tape fix everything.
Did they have duct tape back then?
Absolutely.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, the Russian invention, not come to America yet.
Alright, within the context of the situation I'm trying to set up is I want you guys are bickering, you're eating eggs now furiously. Yolanda seems to have a shitting
My scrambled egg. You fuck off with your eggs, Benedict.
Sally has a shitting smirk on her face as she
This
watches
is terrible.
watches
This is the worst
Yolanda
place
sloppily eat her eggs and angrily look over at Sally. At the moment, I'm trying to. What would an animal trainer have as far as like self-defense?
to be. A whip.
My dog.
A whip?
I got a circus whip is what I have in my inventory.
Oh, nice.
Because I used to be a lion tamer, so.
I'll have to actually look that one up. I don't know. You might have to help me look it up on the handbook for the damage on that. Cool. So Helga's getting shit-faced. Sally is eating eggs with Yolanda in the table where the dust is collected. What do you do?
Wait, hold on. Say that again. Sorry.
I said, Helga is getting shit-faced off vodka. Yolanda is angrily eating eggs next to you at the kitchen table while dust is collecting on your eggs while you guys faff around and eat. What do you do?
We really need to get going, guys. Come on. We got to get to the Hall of Records.
Let's go.
How are you gonna get there?
How far is
vehicles
it?
do-
Where do we live in comparison to the Hall of Records? Does anyone know where the Hall of
A
Records
few
is?
miles.
Hall of Record is 6
Yeah.
block down that way. Take a left.
If you know it
Two
exists,
block down that way.
What
If you-
vehicles do we have?
you have
What,
none.
what modes of transportation can we take?
You have none. None
Can-
vehicles.
We'll be walking there then.
Can we purchase 3-person bicycle? Or maybe materials so I can take an extra day.
I feel like town is probably going to be a little bit within. I don't know. Where's town in relationship to City Hall?
It's
Or
3
the
miles
hall.
down. 3 miles down that way. You know
It's
that.
about hour and a half walk.
If you want to walk, that's a little bit of your day. You could take a. You know what?
I just asked what modes of transportation could be used.
You have none. You don't own any
I'm
personal
not
ones.
saying about owning. I'm saying
Public.
about utilizing public.
Well, let's make a roll on that. You're asking this because.
I am at because
you don't-
apparently I don't know what's in the area.
Okay.
Because I don't know my
So-
surroundings.
So-
Apparently, I just moved here.
I want you to roll a D100 on your idea roll, Sally.
54.
You succeed. You know there's a taxi service. You know there's a downtown trolley. You know you could walk because that was established. You
Can I
can
rollerblade?
you can get a bike, but they didn't have 3-person bikes back then. Those are the I think
I
they
don't
were the
want 3-person
I
bikes.
I can make. We buy steel, we take extra day. It only costs
What's-
$5.
What's
but
the
I
cost? What's the cost of each of those, as well as the time associated with each of those?
cents minutes.
Cents and minutes. All right, gals. What mode do we want to use? We want to go by trolley? Do we want to get some bikes? Or do we want to utilize a taxi?
I could probably solicit some guy out there that really wants to do me, and he'll probably drive me there.
What about us?
Yeah! Let's do it! I like it!
Oh god.
This is at like 8 in the morning. Let's do it!
Okay, so you guys
Yeah,
walk
we'll go
outside.
then.
You go outside from the apartment.
Yeah.
Great, you're outside. Yolanda steps outside, and how do you hail down somebody who wants to? How do you hail somebody
There's a
for a
gentleman
taxi?
that I recognise from 2 weeks ago at one of my establishments. I know him because he lives around the block, and I've seen him on a number of occasions. He's just about to go to work, as he always does at 8:30 in the morning, and I run over to him and suggest that we get a lift with him because he goes right next to the Hall of Records, or he goes right past the Hall of Records on his way to work.
Funny you should say that. His wife comes out, and his kid. They're saying goodbye to him for the day of work. Who is this?
We're neighbors!
Yeah, we're neighbours. There we
We're
go.
your neighbours.
Well done.
As we all wave, hey, how's
Hey.
it going?
I am not a prostitute like that.
He holds his head down in shame and looks nervously at his wife. His wife gives him folds her arms, and looks back.
Look, we really need the lift. You know,
I don't know you. I don't know you. I'm sorry. I have to. I'm late for work. Goodbye, kid.
let's. I have driving skills. I want to just jump in the car. We all get in and steal the car and head off.
No!
Oh, shit. No, we
That
don't do this.
criminal activity-
I
He's gonna make the
tackle,
change
I
that-
tackle Yolanda and stop her from getting in the car.
Oh, now you're gonna make a roll. You do so. Yolanda, maybe we should think a little bit more progressive.
Is there any way that I can use my charm skills?
I'll give
to
you
try
a
and
blowjob.
charm the
He's
woman?
already driven away.
Okay.
You're right now
We're
with
back to square one again.
you're right now with a wife and a kid who's now starting to cry
Yeah.
a little bit.
Our car just broke down. We're just trying to get into town.
It's okay, child. Don't cry.
Well,
Here,
if you want to get into town, then take a taxi, okay? and they walk inside.
I guess we have to take a freaking taxi.
Fuck that.
Okay, taxi.
Yeah,
I
let's
hail.
go get taxi.
I hail taxi since I am
Fudge
tall.
it.
Helga hails the taxi. Taxi comes screeching by, pulling around the corner and sits restlessly. Cab driver shifts in his seat and rolls, looks over and beckons you in.
Hello, we must go to Hall of Record.
We get
You
in the
take?
car and say that, yes.
Oh, hello there. Oh yeah, I could take you to the Hall of Records.
I have 3 bottle cap.
Well, I don't want any bottle caps. I would appreciate some money. We'll fill up the meter and we'll see how much it is.
I have 10 cents. Here you go.
Yeah, we just want to set a price right now, please. Can we just set a price, please?
That doesn't usually
I'm
actually.
going to use my charm. I want to use my charm to try and charm him.
That was unusually accurate, is what he just said.
Okay, sure. What's your charm? Okay, roll charm.
He's going.
I got 62.
What do you say?
What do I say?
How do you charm him?
Well, I sort of just position myself in various different in a certain way.
In the back seat with everybody else
To,
there. three women in the back seat.
No, here's what I'm gonna do. We're just three very, very scared women. We really need to get to the Hall Records where our significant others are. Could you please set a price because we only have 10 cents.
Why are you so scared? That's strange. I mean, you wouldn't go to the Hall of Records if you're scared.
No, it's because we've been on our own all night, so we just need to get there.
He thinks about it for a second.
Please.
All right, I guess you got me. Yeah, that's totally fine. Also, can you stop shifting in my back seat like that? It's very dangerous. 10 cents it is. And he starts driving.
Thank you.
Great, you're at the Hall of Records. It's a big building, lots of columns. Let me actually make sure I get that.
Got a picture?
I do not. There's not many pictures. This is not that kind of game.
Well, then you better be describing it accurately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Let's see here.
I'm just asking.
Flip into the page now. Okay. Let's see.
Comrade, this is what picture look like.
I do want to say, though, Yolanda looks super hot.
Super hot? That's good.
Super hot.
Okay, let's pose. Okay.
All right, yeah, I'll use that description. Okay, so the Hall of Records is it's a tall government building. It's a multi-story building. There's at least 6 stories. That's phenomenal.
That's enormous, yeah.
That's almost like a skyscraper in 1920s days.
It's almost like it's the Industrial Revolution. 20 years before.
Big high arches, some columns and stuff. There's a few people here. It's a Monday. People are working. They're milling around. You don't know if they actually work there or if they are going in or out. But you get into the Hall of Records. You walk through the door.
Where should we go to first?
Is there a clerk around here?
There is a clerk.
Perfect. Let's go over and ask her. What should we ask her?
Well, if you're are you gonna
I think you should go and ask.
Are you gonna go up to the clerk and ask her something because it's a him?
How can you misgender?
Is it
Sally,
a
I'm gonna
clerktress or is it a
Sally,
clerk?
I'm going to wait here.
It's 1921. You should not misgender.
I mean, you can. You go to the clerk. Great. Sally's with the clerk now. He stares at you. He doesn't say anything. He just folds back in his chair and taps his pencil on his desk.
Hi.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing dandy. Just a little bit of boring work today, I guess.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And it's just getting started. Case of the Mondays.
Oh my god, Mondays? Tell me about it.
I jump in because I'm tired of the small chat. Hello, mister. I need to know more information about
You'll have to wait in line, ma'am.
No, I'm with group. I need to know.
Oh, okay.
Corbett House.
I don't know this one. No.
Corbett House. You don't want to be going there.
Just show me the record, please.
Well, I could.
For what price?
I mean, it's. Let me see here.
Mr. Record, would you like a nip of vodka to ease the Monday?
I don't drink the stuff. He prods over his coffee with his pencil.
Do you want some more coffee?
Yeah, I can go for more coffee. Absolutely.
I
You
look
see
around
no
for
coffee.
any coffee.
No
Nothing.
coffee in the area. Only what other people
I
are already
notice-
drinking.
Did I notice any coffee places, shops around or nearby outside while walking in?
Funnily enough, yes.
Starbucks, right on corner.
All right, I'll be
1920
right
Starbucks.
back. I'll be right back.
Oh, great.
I'll go walk out to go get a cup of coffee for him.
Okay. You do so.
Yeah, 1920 Starbucks, a little bit different.
Helga, Yolanda's milling around, I guess. Just kind of, poking on things, and sitting on desks in an awkward manner.
Yolanda, you know fun
I'm
customer here.
soliciting clientele, actually. Thank you very much.
Okay. Everybody is looking at you weirdly.
I'll take one venti frappuccino, please.
You get a venti frappuccino,
No,
which is also
regular
just
black coffee.
regular black coffee.
Regular black coffee.
Helga's just sitting there and smiling at the clerk.
And I walk back
You walk back.
with said cup of coffee in the other hand that isn't moving up and down violently.
Nice. So you're skipping back, it looks like, from Skype. Some of the coffee spills in your haste.
Get on my hand. I'll be alright.
Oh, I really appreciate it. That was quick. He's still drinking his first coffee. All right, I guess I can show you around a little bit, but I can't show you exactly where you have to go.
Okay, thank you.
Give me 1 second here. I gotta make sure I did that right.
Hey,
All right, so he gives you a tour.
hey, Yolanda. Try and persuade him to give us more information about where we need to look.
His name
What's
tag
the-
says
what-
Joey
We
Blair.
never got his name, did we? So what's your name, hun?
You see that it says Joey Blair in his name tag. Oh, I'm Joey. He points at his name
hey,
badge
Joey.
and he's like motioning it forward.
Oh, hey, Joey. How you doing? Sally and Helga here were just speaking to you about. We're trying to find some information about this house, and we could really use some additional information or direction on where to find things so we can get moving.
Give me 1 second. All right, so give me a persuade roll.
I've got to roll under 40, correct?
That's correct.
72. Wah, wah.
He looks at you funny, drinking his new coffee. He's like, he cocks his head, he blinks a little bit, and he's like, well, there's this whole entire area you can look for. But there's excuse me here. I have to actually make sure.
Is this just like a public section of records?
Yes, you are in the public section of the Hall of Records. It's now starting to get a little bit busy while you persuade him, and I just gotta see.
I mean, do we notice how things are sorted? Is there any type of sorting system that we can recognize, or do we need to ask him?
You can do a. Ooh, I guess that wouldn't work. For this one, you'd need to do a law roll. That's 5%.
1d100. Let's go for it. 56. Nope.
You don't know what law is.
I don't even know what the fuck law is.
I understand law. I have basic grasp. Actually, was law major in college.
No, you weren't.
Well, thanks so much, guys.
I'm actually a scholar. So.
I'm super glad that you came to the Hall of Records today. He sips his coffee. He points in the direction where you guys should be going, and kind of just walks back to the desk.
Is there a private section that we can go into, or is it all just public records?
It's a good question. I think it's just records.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you guys? I'm gonna actually just say library use because that's what it says in the guide. Yeah,
All right.
roll me some library use rolls. You're on your own now.
69.
What is your library use? Base 20. You failed. Helga and Gianni. Sorry. Whoops. Helga and
Burpa.
yeah. No, it's Helga and Yolanda. I'm sorry. Do you
I
guys
see
even
Burpa McGee.
attempt to look at the library?
I rolled a 98.
Okay.
Critical fail.
Yolanda, are you gonna attempt to look at the record?
I
Tries to
rolled
open a
I
book
rolled
and
a 97.
Okay.
They both open books and the book smack them in the face.
The book's attack back.
Idiots can't even read.
Yolanda opens a book and all the pages fall out. Everybody's
Now, hold
staring
on.
at her.
I'm legitimately a scholar, alright? I studied at Oxford University, for Pete's sake.
But you cannot open book.
Libraries are complicated things. You have to know where you're going. But
We're in the Hall of Records, though. We should get like a boost.
it's true. But no. So you open a book, all the pages fall out. Helga is like meddling around with a few things, a few pages, and just like looking at one, looking at the other, and just cocking her head. English is tough.
Uses a wrench, tries to
Tries to fix the page.
fix it.
And Sally's like, "Oh, why don't I know this?" Just scratching her head, dumbfounded. Okay, so you guys spend half a day. The time is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You do find something eventually, and I will give this to you.
I'm a genius.
I found them too. Screenshot. Actually, Helga comes across this as she's picking up pages, just random pages.
With
Using
said
her
wrench?
wrench, reading it with her wrench, like each line with her wrench, just skimming across the lines, and finds this almost strangely enough. It seems very relative. I'll go ahead and let's see here. Read this. Togo realizes that civil court records show that the executive Walter Corbett's was Reverend Michael Thomas, pastor of the Chapel of Contemplation and the Church of Our Lord and Grander of Secrets. The Register of Churches, also available in the Hall of Records, notes the closure of the Chapel of Contemplation in 1912. Helga, what do you do now armed with this knowledge?
Drop some knowledge bombs on us, yo.
I look at the register of churches if I can find, because I want to see other people who are part of the Church of Our Lord Grander of Secret, to find other pattern possibly, or maybe not. I don't know.
1 second.
Either way, I
Does
pause.
that exist?
I think for a second, and I say Nostrovia.
As you take a swig of vodka.
Yes, comrade, vodka.
Okay. Fine. Roll me a library use.
D100.
Yep.
Come on. I rolled a 43.
What is your library use?
I believe it's 20. Let me
It's
check
20.
this. Yeah, I did not put. Yeah, 20.
So, Okay, so Yolanda and Sally both think that you're just spending a lot of time doing something. They've gotten super tired and they're just kind of like sitting down, frustrated at the fact that Yolanda's frustrated at the fact that hours ago she just dropped a bunch of books down off the table, just pretty much destroying everything she touches.
I
It's
knew we should have gone to the newspaper office instead.
and
This was useless.
Sally's beating her head on the table, trying to remember anything about libraries. Uh, Helga, it takes you 2 more hours, and since they don't know that you gleaned any information, they just think you're doing work. But you do come across the address, an old address, for, let's see here. So you do come across like the register of churches, and you do find an old address, like a very frail note card, pretty much just saying Chapel of Contemplation, and it shows an old address. You think it's in Boston.
Is it in Boston or no?
You think it's in Boston?
Not sure.
Roll me an idea roll.
What's an idea roll?
It's at the top. It's intellect.
1d100.
I roll a 37.
It's in Boston.
Okay. Okay, good to know. I take this information home with me.
Okay. Does that mean you're going home, leaving 2 people behind?
No. We all go on together.
Okay.
Oh man.
So they
How are we
think
going
that
home?
Let's get out of here.
they think that they're super dejected. They haven't learned a damn thing.
This
And
was a useless day. This
What
was
a
a complete
pointless day.
bust. If only somebody
we
knew
here?
something and could share it with the rest of us, that would be awesome.
I do not share my information. I keep it private.
What an asshole. Okay.
Fair enough. We don't know that little bit of information. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Bitch!
So you go home. I'm gonna just say you take a taxi. You go home. It's 4 o'clock. Sun's actually it's 5 o'clock. Sun's coming to a sunset. What do you do?
So
Well,
I guess
we need to.
let's
we need
go
to go to
somewhere
bed
else
again.
tomorrow. Yeah, we'll figure out, I guess, where to go tomorrow since everything's closed right now.
So you're gonna use another day for research.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
There was no timeline, so we weren't given a timeline. So I guess we can take our time.
That's very true. He did not give you a timeline. Okay, you
So
guys.
before I go to sleep, I contemplate about the status of Helga's green card.
You do this.
Second generation American.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. Let me just see how I can write it in my head. Okay. It's late at night. Yolanda is still trying to get used to her new sleeping schedule. She wakes up and is pacing around the floor of the apartment. Make me a spot hidden roll.
Yeah, 1 sec.
Sorry, what type of roll?
Spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Also, just read.
Yep.
Reminder: my dog is in the house or in the apartment, caged. Just, alright. FYI.
Caged?
Yeah, caged. Hears things, smells things, senses things.
But it's
at home.
caged.
But it's caged. Just letting it. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I rolled 15.
Really nice. Let's see here. Is that within?
Yeah, it's 25 for spot hidden.
Nice. Okay, great.
Good job.
Since you're milling around the apartment, you do come across this index card that Helga haphazardly left in her jacket, or not jacket, but her overalls, and it's just sticking out in plain sight.
That bitch. What's that?
Roll me an idea roll.
Look at it.
Oh, you're gonna look at it anyway?
I'm gonna look at it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thankfully other people can read.
I would say since you spot hidden, I was gonna make you do an idea roll to get that, so that you had an idea that maybe she was holding out on you.
No, I can, but is that what we have to do? Should I do the roll at this
No,
point?
no, no. I already said it.
I think after he reads it, or she reads it, she would be able to
Yeah, she's just being nosy.
fairly
That's totally
easily
fine.
determine. Yeah,
She spot hidden. That's fine.
it's part of her
Wow.
characteristic.
So there's this address here, and it's in Boston, and it's related to the civil courts record showing that the executor of the will was this reverend of this church. Interesting. And the Register of Churches notes a closure of the chapel that was in Boston with an address. Why didn't she tell us this? Why didn't Helga tell us this? I rush upstairs to wake up Sally.
What's going on?
Sally, I just found this information that Helga kept in her coat. It looks like she figured out some of the information.
What? Helga's information? What?
Just look at it. Just look at it. Here, I'm going to pass
Okay.
it. Here you go.
That bitch!
Yeah.
Armed with this knowledge, what do you do?
I think we should go and start trying to figure things out either without her and or make sure that we hide information from her because I don't trust her anymore.
Agreed. I think if we should figure stuff out. We'll just keep it to ourselves.
Nice. So
Sounds
we
like
already
a
have
plan.
factions against one another. It's gonna be a great
2
session.
minutes in, because of some bitch.
Fuck that bitch. Okay.
Fuck that bitch.
Great.
Helga.
I trust the whore more than the bitch. At least
She-
the whore's honest
Russian.
about.
She
about
does
her
have a lot
line
of charm.
business.
Yeah.
At least the whore is honest about her line of business. She's like, I have lots of clients. This guy is definitely one of my clients. All right. She wasn't just trying to like skirt around it, like, oh, I don't know who he is. No, he was on it, or she was honest about it.
It's good quality to have, Yolanda. What do you guys do?
Honest person. I think we should head out right now. Go to one of my establishments while we wait for the morning to head to the library to figure some more stuff out.
Okay, let's do it.
Leaving Helga there. Let's
Leaving
go.
Helga there.
You
Let's do it.
don't have an establishment. You make house calls.
We'll go over to one of my buddies.
Your clients?
No, this is like a top shelf client, so I call them buddies.
It's
Ah.
4:00 at night, by the way.
In the
Yeah,
morning?
he's
Afternoon. Hold on, pause. AM, PM.
A.M.
Thank you. So it's a couple hours before.
he's an
People normally
insomniac.
wake
He's
up.
always awake.
Okay. Are you gonna walk there?
Oh no. Yeah.
How far away is it?
We would have to get a taxi again.
There's no taxis at 4:00 at night. You wait outside for 30 minutes, but then see nothing.
No, I wouldn't wait for 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'll say 10 minutes. I'll wait.
You wait for 10
And
minutes,
then-
nothing
and then
shows
I'll
up.
Say it does. I don't. Are taxis even running at this point, or at this
We
early
could
in the
walk
morning?
there, but it would just take us an hour and a half.
Well, let's see. So it's. Well, we could get there then by about 6 o'clock. But it is pitch black. Do we have any flashlights or anything at home?
I can make flashlights.
You're asleep. Shut up, stupid bitch. I think Helga has a flashlight in her tool bag. Let's go sneak into her room and see if we can find one.
Okay.
Who's gonna do this? Who's gonna do Mission Impossible?
I have 40 stealth, so I'll do it.
You have 40 stealth. You are super ginormous.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let me see. I might actually give you a small penalty for that.
I don't think so.
No, I don't. Yeah, you're fine. Fine. Go ahead. Make me a stealth roll.
I got a 40.
So you made it. Just.
Well, he has 60 then, right?
No, he has 40.
Oh, I have 50 total for stealth. Idiot.
So you make it.
Well, did it anyway.
I'm
Made it.
small too. Yeah, that's right because you added yours. Sorry.
So
All right,
you-
he makes it.
So you creep in. The toolbox is it's left like right next to the front door of her bedroom. You you know you're kind of loud, but it's good enough. Helga, she had already passed out from the
She's a
vodka.
deep snorer. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's in.
She drinks a lot of vodka.
Um, it's 4 o'clock, and you guys make it with a flashlight in tow. Out of context, what do you guys plan to glean on from going to one of your client's house?
No, it's just when we can stay there so that we get out early and it's closer to where the library is, so we can very quickly get to the library in the morning as soon as it opens by 9.
Okay, you do so. You walk there.
Hold
It's
on. Pause. I wasn't done collecting things.
Oh, okay,
Thank you
sure,
very
yeah,
much.
okay.
All right. Since we decided we aren't going to go to the newspaper offices, I want to make sure that I have the previous day's newspaper with me so I can reference it regarding this anything about this. I don't
Okay.
know if there's anything written in there about this, but
So you grab a newspaper.
yes, just in case.
Okay, so you had a newspaper. It was on the table. You don't have to sneak
Yes.
for it.
Now I can roll it up and smack people across the face with it when they're acting like bitches.
Yeah. Write down you have a 1D.
No. My fist would be.
I was gonna say roll. You have a 1D1.
No. This would be to just smack bitches across the face. That's it.
Okay.
No other purpose.
So that's your stick. Oh, you mean
Yes.
you're like a lion tamer, I guess. So
I have a whip.
okay, you have a whip as well,
I will
but
grab my whip.
so okay, you grab your whip. Yolanda, do you grab anything? You're going to some shady dude's house that you've never met, or you haven't met for work.
I still have the revolver in my purse, Sasha, and
So you leave it.
sorry.
You leave your Derringer in your purse, and you're gonna leave your purse at home.
No. I'm saying I've got my purse with me and it's still in my purse.
Sweet. Okay.
I prefer mace, but I'll take it.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to steal while you're here at your own apartment?
All right, we got. Well, it's not stealing. If it's
Stole a flashlight.
it's borrowing without their permission and with no intent of returning. It's not stealing. It's just a borrow.
And it's also yours, so yes, you're fine on that too.
We're both dressed. We have a couple items. I think I'll grab a couple bottles of water and a couple granola bars from the kitchen.
I guess I had granola bars. Yeah, sure. You have them. They're yours.
In case we get hungry or thirsty along the way.
They're more like mason jars of water. I don't think they had like Dasani back then, but could be wrong.
That's a good question.
I'm also going to pick up a map of. There was also a map that we had lying around of Boston, so I just picked that up as well.
You happen to have a map just lying around? Tell me why.
They've had yellow pages for
sorry,
years.
No. Sorry, it's not a map per se. It's like a map of the bus routes in Boston because we use public transportation a lot. Sorry, the trolley. Did you say it was the trolley routes that there was available?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
And in fact, you know these routes pretty much by the back of your head, back of your mind, because you take them all the time. But you can grab that anyway.
Can I bring my dog with now?
Nope. I'm not gonna let you. This is my first session.
Can I go let him out to go bathroom at least?
Yes, you let him out.
Actually, no. I'm gonna go let him out in fucking Helga's room, so he shits all over the place. Just kidding.
Are you sure?
No. No. Well, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll grab a lighter too.
So we're gonna head out there.
All right. Write down the lighter on your inventory.
My lighter with me.
Write that in your inventory.
And my pocket knife that I always carry with me.
Okay. Write that in your inventory. Helga.
Hold on. Pause for a second. Do I have like a not a purse per se, but like a small backpack?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. I'm just so I can carry those couple items in it.
It's more like a fanny pack.
Okay.
Has a couple holes. Probably from some lion who tried to scratch you at some point.
Yeah, probably.
but it's trusty. You patched it. It was patched way long ago.
Alright, I'm good to go.
Helga, you're still snoring.
Snore, bitch.
Alright, it's late in the night. Yolanda leads the way through a 1.5 hour walk in the darkness with a flashlight, with a bus route in tow for when she needs it. Even though nothing is running, it's still late at night. You go to
His
You go-
buddies.
Douglas.
you go to Douglas
His
Dixon's
buddy.
house.
It's his buddy.
He's the double D. You call him Double D for short. Douglas
Ooh,
Dixon.
I like it. Does he have 2 D's?
You knock on his door, right? What do you do?
He likes me because I'm a double D.
Ooh.
Nice.
Do we knock on his door? So we arrived at his house.
Yeah, you're at his house.
So it's just prior to 6 a.m.
Yeah, and he's always awake. So
Are you sure he's always awake? Would
Yeah, he doesn't
there
sleep.
would
He doesn't
probably
sleep.
be a light on in the house then, right, to signify that? DM.
There's no lights on.
what the hell is going on here?
Are you sure he's awake?
He's always awake. He never sleeps.
Well, you haven't knocked on the door yet.
I'm gonna knock. I'm gonna knock.
You're not? Okay.
You sure?
Roll me a luck roll.
Luck roll.
Should've let me knock.
What is my luck? I don't even know.
It's underneath the Call of
65.
Cthulhu. Yeah.
Roll away, Rammi. I'm sorry.
What do I roll? Sorry, is it just
1D100.
another 100?
Yeah. D100.
I rolled an 87.
No one's home.
Let me knock.
Hold on. Let me do that better. But I already said nobody's home. I was gonna make you an idea roll and make you guys wait a little bit longer. But
Damn.
I'm gonna just say you get the idea that nobody's home.
And we pound on the door. Just kidding. No, we get the idea that nobody's
What are we
home.
gonna do? It's only 7:30 and nothing opens for another
Six.
hour and a half.
It's 6:30. Not
Oh, sorry,
7:30. When do things open? 8 o'clock. This is public library. 8 o'clock. Do you know this or?
Let's see how I'm gonna do.
I mean, I am a scholar. I feel like that might be something that I would know.
Since you're asking, I'm gonna make you do a luck roll as well.
Okay. $84.
There is not many people on the street. There's like maybe 1 or 2 personal cars rolling. You can wait a little bit, but you guys are super tired still. You've been up since 3 o'clock, milling around.
How much further away are we from the library?
You can walk in, probably like 30 minutes.
Let's just walk there then. If it's only a little bit longer away. You okay
Yeah,
with
let's
that?
walk. Yeah, I think we should just walk there. I'm just exhausted, but we're just gonna have to figure this out. We're just
There's
gonna rally
there's
through.
probably a
Hopefully
coffee
there's
place nearby
Yeah.
the library or
Get some
inside the
coffee.
library.
Yeah.
Hey, alright. Pause. Cut to Helga. While you guys are leaving, or while you guys are going there. Helga, are you still there with
I am here. Am I awake yet?
Helga, are you awake?
I'm awake.
Okay. Your body wakes you up at its natural time. You are used to this somewhat. There is a dog in the room.
It's shat all over the place.
It hasn't shat all over the place.
No, dog's still caged.
It is CH, okay. So yeah, you wake up to the sound of a hungry dog barking in its cage. What was the name of your dog?
Jack.
Jack. Jack is very excited. He likes to get his morning treats, but he's a little upset because it's now 8 o'clock and nobody's fed him. You wake up to the sound of the dog barking. What do you do?
I feed the dog.
Feed the dog. That's very generous of you.
What a nice guy. Gal.
Okay, you feed the dog. It is now 8:15.
I check out the dress that I found yesterday.
You check out the what?
On my own. A dress that I found yesterday. On my own.
The dress that you found?
Yes.
address.
The address that you found.
address.
So you don't even look to bother to see if anybody's there.
No, I know they leave.
On as she's walking around, she would notice things missing, like shoes, coats, etc. that we
Yes.
would have had by the door.
Okay,
right?
so let's do this. Give me a spot hidden roll, Helga.
I roll a 73.
What's your spot hidden?
Spot hidden is
25%.
25.
You put on your overalls, and you take off. You're outside your house. How do you get there?
I walk.
You walk. Great.
How far away is the address?
You guys were walking towards the library first. You said you're going to the library?
Yeah.
I mean, Helga.
Oh.
Where are you going, Helga?
I'm going to the address I found yesterday.
You're going to the address you found yesterday. That is super. Okay. Okay, so how do you get there? You walk. Okay, great. So that's gonna take you. That's about. I'm gonna say like a 3-hour walk.
I walk halfway, then I take cab.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to cut it back to. I'm gonna have to cut it back to Sally and Yolanda. No. You're at the library. Give me 1 second. I'll give you just. You said you're going to the library, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Could have sworn I had a description. Okay, it's a library. Big columns, government building. Only 2 stories. There's a public section, and there's a section that's kind of let's see here, kind of roped off upstairs. You walk up. It's there's not so much hustle and bustle, but you do see a bunch of bookworms who burn the midnight oil just like you guys. Their eyes are more bloodshot than yours because they've been reading all night. You see a couple people passed out, and you see a desk clerk.
Let's go up to the clerk together.
Yes, let's head over there and ask her some questions.
All right, give me 1 second. Library, right. Cool. Okay, so you go up to the clerk. His name is give me 1 second here. His name is gonna be Nigel Hine. You see that on his shirt.
Hey Nigel, how you doing?
Do I know you?
Oh, well, I was just being polite. I saw your name on your tag.
Oh, right. Yeah, I have a name. Yeah, it's Nigel. Yeah.
Happy Tuesday!
Oh, yeah. I guess. Happy Tuesday.
So Nigel, we're trying to get some information about this house. Would you know where like the books are for like local store? Like, what the fuck? Sorry. What would there be like in a library that would make sense for us to research? I don't even know, to be honest.
Oh, about a house's history?
Yeah, like out of context here. Like, what would we even look at within the central library?
Give me 1 second, and I'll make you do an idea roll.
So we could be looking up any recent publications. Most libraries would have.
Are you telling him that in context?
No. This is just out of context. This discussion. I mean, so if this would
But
be
in the
something that we would
1920s,
be
we didn't
talking
have that in the
about probably
1920s.
on the way for the 2-hour fucking walk that we had, right? Of
True,
what we'd be looking for.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
I just.
But
don't know
I'll just
the
take lead
1920s.
on this if you want.
Can they use their smartphones to locate
Yeah,
the
do
data
that.
they need?
Let me see here. So are you gonna tell
I'll
him
just ask.
any of that?
I'll just ask. No, I'll just take over the conversation. Say I said Happy Tuesday. Now I'm taking this over and putting.
Okay,
her
so ask me.
behind
What do you want to ask?
Do you have where are any of the where are any of your publications, recent newspaper articles that are archived? Where are they located here?
Archive. Come on, I know that.
We could research this Chapel of the Contemplation in Church of Our
We
London.
can do that too. Yeah, sure.
You can. I just know there's some books. There's a restricted area, but I mean, it's you don't want to go there
What? Why not? What's in there?
because that's not the information you're looking for, probably.
Well, what kind of information does it have?
But a lot of strange stuff.
Well, that's kind of what we're looking into, is trying to understand. There may be some strange things that are going on that we're just trying to help piece together.
What's strange going on at this house?
Who said anything about a house?
I think you said house.
Nope.
Oh, my bad.
You've incriminated yourself.
What's? No, I'll happily actually take that back if you didn't mention
you're
that.
Fine. You're fine.
Well, okay, so yeah, strange things. That's fine. That's fine. You're not going up there though. Appreciate it.
There was something. No, we're asked to look into and help understand more about the Corbett House. Do you know anything about that?
Oh yeah, you don't want to go there. Oh my god.
Well, why not?
Because I hear stories.
Well, what kind of stories?
Well, I mean, I just know that from the newspaper, like crazy shit's been happening.
Well, yeah, that's what I've been reading about too. Do you know if there's anything more here that could give us more insight into what's going on?
Maybe.
You said there was something, potentially in the restricted section that would, kind of link strange things together. Is there something there that we may be able to look into?
Look, listen, are you trying to look up the house? Are you trying to look into strange things?
I think they're interconnected.
Okay. You're not going up there though. It's blocked off. I can't even go up there.
Well, who can go up there?
He looks around. Ah.
I think we've got to do a charm offensive.
I first have to make a roll because I did something.
I'll roll a one
okay.
deck 40.
I have a roll. I'm gonna do something.
Too bad Helga just had to hold information from us. Otherwise, she'd be able to partake in this wonderful research that we're trying to do. Maybe she could throw a wrench at him.
Okay, make me a Let me check your score sheets. Actually, you guys aren't gonna be rolling. It's me who
My
just rolled.
character isn't there though. I'm going to the
That's what I said. Too bad.
Okay, make me an idea roll, both of you.
I got a 43.
You guys can see he has a pair of keys on his jacket that he forgot to tuck away, and one of them obviously says archive.
Well, what are those keys then for?
He tucks them away, and he looks nervously at you guys. I didn't see anything.
We're just trying to understand more about what's going on in this strange and crazy place.
All right. Since he's off his guard now, you can do a persuade
I would
roll.
say charm roll here.
You're persuading because you're not trying to charm him. At the moment, you're trying to give him logical reasoning.
Fair enough. I'll let what's his nuts do persuade.
He didn't say it though.
Oh, come on. We need to get into there. Come on, let me see those keys. I saw something on those keys.
It would be a pair effort, by the way, since we're both here and talking.
Don't know how to do that. Okay, so both of you making me a persuade.
It's kind of like a please, pretty please.
I got a 72.
34.
Did anybody beat their persuade?
Underneath it? No.
Nope.
Nope.
He gets up. Hey, look, it's okay. The information that you guys want, it's gonna be around here in the public area. It's that's about all I can say that would actually be worthwhile for you. strange things. You don't want to look into that. Two pretty ladies like you.
Oh, but come on. Look at how gorgeous I am. Don't you want... We could go and discover some strange things together.
Well, you let Sally go do some research.
Kind of want you gave off the slight hint that it was a seduction, but I think that's still charm.
It comes with the nature of the occupation, I think.
Okay, you can throw me a roll. Charm roll.
A 6. I got a 6.
You got a 6. Put a tick on that.
Oh man, this guy can rub his vagina all day long.
So you give him all the flirty eyes. You kind of rub up him in like in a strange way. He blushes at you.
He likes flapper dancing.
Sally's just like face palming right now, like, oh my god, this again.
Pops a big boner.
And without saying anything, he takes you to the archive, unlocks the gate, takes you upstairs, and a little bit of scary things section. And he's like, I know what you expect to find up here, but I'll give you some time. And he writes something on a note card, and he hands it to you, Yolanda.
Oh,
What does it say,
I want
Yolanda?
to read it. Let me read it.
Let me read it, Yolanda. Give it here.
I'm going to read it first. 1 second.
Fine.
It's his phone number.
Bow,
Ooh,
chicka, bow,
It's his
wow.
number.
He walks downstairs, somewhat giddy with a slight skip in his step.
More money to pay the rent.
Whatever you need to do, as long as you bring home the bacon.
You guys are in the section off.
Smelly syphilis.
Section is off part of the library, central library.
Let's look around. Sally, have you got any ideas where we should look?
Well, I'm thinking something about either strange things with the house or something with the chapel. You know, trying to understand why it closed. Maybe there's something in here that that talks about why any of that.
Leaky pipe.
Nothing about leaky pipes.
Yeah, so I guess, is that like an idea roll or something?
That's a library use roll.
Library use roll, okay.
Now, I don't have any library use, but I'm a scholar.
Yeah. So no bonuses.
Wait, hold on a sec. Doesn't scholar, doesn't that change your library bonus through your occupation?
No, it's not occupation.
Oh, right. It's just like your role as a group person. Okay, I get you.
I don't know exactly what scholar is. Oh, it's just a trait. It's just a trait.
Yeah, it's just a. Well, no, yeah, it's like the party role is what they said.
You got a 15.
I got a 15.
Nice. Okay, so you whip off to the other side of the library without Yolanda. Yolanda's sitting there like she asked you a question and you just like ran. You're going at the speed of light. You turn a corner and there's a book sticking out. You
Must
go
be that one.
You go past that book and get the one next to that because you know that's the better book. And you gain some information.
Informationen. Ja, gut. Wir müssen die Brücke verteidigen.
Schnell.
Ja, mach schnell.
You read that 1830.
Hold on, pause. It's a me, it's not a them thing. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. You can tell
Sally,
Yolanda.
and in a fit of rage, just make sure she yells out across she yells across the library in the very quiet section. This is me who found this.
No, go ahead. What do I say, or what do I see?
You see, in 1835, a prosperous merchant builds the house, but immediately falls ill and sells it to Walter Corbett Esquire.
So 1835 house was built, and then as soon as it was built, it was handed over and sold to Corbett.
Yep, immediately.
Good house, good bones.
Sorry, writing down notes.
Yep. Yolanda.
Yolanda, look at all this information that I found. 1835,
Oh, wow, what is
house
it?
was built. And it was immediately sold to Corbett, Michael Corbett. That's strange. Do you know if anything happened in 1835?
I don't know.
Andrew Jackson was president. I think.
Was he?
Yeah, it's probably actually about right.
Great, Yolanda. You know this information now. What do you do?
Well, that's useful. I don't
It's
know.
useful, but that's not a whole lot of information.
Well, that's great, but yeah, we just know when it was built at this point.
There
Perhaps
was another
we need
book
to.
that
Maybe
was...
we need to look into things that happened in 1835.
I don't know, there was a book that was sticking out that was right next to the book that I knew had the information. Maybe maybe I want to pass on that book and not touch it, and I think that's about all the information that we're going to be able to learn here in this restriction section. Do you have any other ideas? Hold on, do you have any other ideas for looking up for things in this area, Yolanda? May want to roll a D100 to see if you have any good ideas.
I could do a library use thing.
The D100 falls out of Yolanda's hands.
Maybe you want to roll this D100 and see what you got.
And it lands on.
Come on.
I don't know, sorry. Am I supposed to roll something right now?
You're
Sorry.
supposed to roll a D100, man.
If you want to.
Holy...
I mean, you can quickly snatch up that dice that fell out of God knows where under that dresser.
I rolled a 32.
What is your library use?
It's 20.
It's 25. 20. Yeah, 20.
Good. Quick cut to Helga. Helga. Where were you going again?
A mystery address.
The mystery address.
Nice. Okay. Give me 1 second.
By herself.
By yourself.
First,
with no black German Shepherd named Jack.
I must
who's
take
very
bathroom.
defensive.
I must take bathroom break.
Okay.
You literally had like the last half hour to do that.
I wanted to listen to make sure I knew.
Okay,
You
enough.
can't know that stuff anyway, out of character. Go ahead, and
Oh, fuck.
I'll keep going.
Idiot! Stupid bitch.
Okay.
Where's my newspaper?
Fine. So anything gleaned, at least he's away, so he won't even get a chance to know this.
Good.
All right. Yolanda.
Is it weird that I have a raging hard on right now?
It's a half day later.
It's noon o'clock?
It's I'd say like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
You're looking around, and you pick up the book eventually that was right next to the one that
Sally.
that Sally looked at, the one that was hanging out.
Hold on now. If I had a sixth sense to not look at it, I feel like I would say something before he touches said book. I'm throwing it out there right now before we go any further.
Either way.
Yolanda, don't touch that book!
Oh, shut up, Sally.
You stupid bitch.
You stupid.
Stupid bitch.
All right, Yolanda, you pick up the book that was hanging out haphazardly next to the book that Sally picked up a few hours ago, like 5 hours ago.
Please be death.
You find a little bit more information. You see that in 1852, Walter Corbett is sued by neighbors who petitioned to force him to leave the area in consequence of his serious and sick, unusual habits and demeanor. And it's at that point, I will switch now to Helga.
Good job. You're not a dumb bitch.
Helga, you arrive.
Thankfully you didn't die. Thankfully Cthulhu wasn't summoned and fucking eats you alive, right?
Give me 1 second. I gotta go to the page.
This dumb bitch thinking she can just go to the address by herself.
All right.
As if we're not gonna meet her there later.
The taxi cab. You said taxi cab, right?
Yes.
All right. The taxi cab drops you off.
I thought he said he was walking there.
You walk halfway and taxi cab halfway.
Economical.
It is. It isn't in a time frame reference. This happens around the time that Sally pulled out the first book she did, and disregard the obvious one. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, so you are at a broken down church. It's reading as follows: the description. What is left of the old church stands at the end of a crooked, dingy street. The ruins are so withered and overgrown with greenery that the gray stone rubble seems more like natural. Stone rubble seems more like a natural stone than former walls of a foundation. Let's see here. What do you do?
Investigate.
Okay, so you walk closer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. You pass a slumping wall bearing a white painted symbol, apparently freshly swabbed. It has 3 Ys arranged in a triangle, so that the top of each Y touched each other in the center. And in the center, you'll see a painting of a strange eye. I will screenshot this.
I think I know what it looks like, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
3 Ys together. Eyeball in the middle. Yeah.
Cool.
So, okay.
Give me 1 second. What do you do?
I take out iPhone 7 and no. I draw a picture in notebook.
Is there a skill for that? Thought there was a drawing skill. I'll give it to you. It's just a symbol. You write it down.
I copy it. I make figure on hand or overall, whatever.
You do. It's slightly. It's not the same, but it's close enough.
I continue on.
Great. Let's see here. So you continue into the church or around it?
And walk around first.
Everything's still overgrown. It looks like the remains of a shitty old church.
Okay, I go in.
Great. You go in.
Oh fuck.
Roll me as you walk in. You're walking around and you're inspecting everything. You notice the symbol. You want to find more, I guess, right? Great. As you walk in looking for something, what you do is you hear the floorboards creak underneath you.
I take out my hammer, I pull one up, I look under.
But you don't have to. They're going to collapse at any moment. You know this.
Oh, I'm experienced carpenter as well as machinist. I look at condition of wood, I do not walk on soft spot.
Roll me a luck roll.
Oh fuck. My luck roll is a D100?
No, it's right underneath the Call of Cthulhu thing. It's like it has a bunch of numbers. It's next to magic points.
Magic points, is that what it is?
No, it's next to magic points.
Luck, okay, I have 60.
Okay.
So I roll a D100?
Yep, don't fail.
I roll an 84?
Great.
Did I
You do
fail?
not notice this in time.
Great.
You fall down. And I'm going to roll damage for you. You fall down. You hit everything on the way down. Let's see how well you manage yourself. I'm gonna roll D6. 1d6. All right. You hit one thing, like a little loose nail. It
Oh
sucks.
fuck. I
You-
have tetanus.
You hurt a little as you fall down the nasty looking basement. So
Hopefully
yeah,
you just get a little tetanus.
and I will. I want you to mark down 1 health from you.
Oh fuck.
You've fallen into part of the basement that was sealed off from the rest. Originally reached by separate stairs, now buried under tons of rubble. Within this room, next to a cabinet, are 2 skeletons dressed in tattered silk robes. Perhaps they hid from the police and then perished in the fire.
So he's actually lucky, is what you're saying.
He
He's both lucky and unlucky.
he failed his luck roll, and then I rolled shitty on damage.
No, I mean the fact that he found a place that was
Oh, yeah.
basically hidden.
He's doing some good investigating work
He's
right now.
doing some good investigation work. Look at this team.
It's a she investigation. I am radical Marxist feminist.
Okay, great. You are in a dingy basement. You see 2 corpses, 2 skeletons, not corpses.
Rock and roll.
Let me see here. All right, so yeah, there's a couple of robe skeletons and a cabinet.
Well, I open cabinet.
You open the cabinet. Let's see here. All right. It contains molding church records. Simple as that. There's just like papers and stuff. Looks like a cabinet.
Some like cool like.
Moldy papers.
Oh, that's my favorite. I love moldy paper. Moldy paper make work day great. Okay, so what else? What else is there in this room?
Make me a spot hidden roll.
I roll a 97.
You punch the papers furiously. I don't understand these things now. In this case, I will do a push roll. I will allow a push roll.
What does this even mean?
What about push rolls? You said we shouldn't ask.
This one recommends it, so I'm gonna do it. So do another roll.
D100?
Mhm.
66.
Okay, let's go back to the other group. All right, Yolanda, Sally. Yolanda, did I give you I told you the last thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had that hint. Okay, good.
Yep.
Great.
1852 neighbors.
It is now. What time is it? I'm gonna just say like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Where are you guys now?
We're still at the library, right?
Yep. What are you gonna do?
We could head to the address.
Well,
of
yeah.
the
So
church.
I was just about to ask how far away is the address? Otherwise, maybe there's something in the public section we can still look into.
Okay.
So how far away? How far away is the address from where we're at?
I'm gonna say like 2.5 hours. It's on the outskirts of the city.
Okay. I suggest that we go ahead and just try and see if there's any public records within the non-restricted section that are available that gleam any insight into anything that's happened. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, we probably should do that and then head back because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired too, so I definitely don't have 5-hour round trip in me right now.
I'm automatically gonna say if you do another library use roll, it's going to take another half day. It'll be nighttime, and you will eventually get kicked out. And I'll have to actually do I'm gonna make it like so that if you do another library use roll, you're going to eventually get kicked out. So I'm gonna make it like I'll say half your library, not half. I'll say -5 on your library use roll. So -5%.
So we could just go back.
It's
I guess,
4
then.
o'clock.
Yep.
You know what? Yeah, let's just head back right now.
You head back.
Yeah, let's head back. We'll grab a taxi. They're still running around. We'll hail one, or the bus route if there's one that's nearby that takes us close to where we, or trolley, sorry, that takes us near where we need to go.
How far away
We'll
did I
call
say
up.
that you were away from the house, from your place?
It was 2 hours total. Hour and a half
2
to
hours.
what's his nuts face?
Cool.
Dixon.
You're heading
David
back.
Dixon.
Um,
We can taxi it though back now that or trolley it back.
cool. All right. Let's go back to Helga. Helga, you spent some time looking at the cabinet. It was about, you were walking around, and I guess like you were just you were shuffling around through the bodies and corpses and stuff like that. You were looking, assessing the damage of the beautifully aged wood that you just crashed through, mostly. And then it dawns on you, and then you go back to the cabinet, and then you lift up at least 5 pages, and then you find something. See, what a beautifully scripted scene, and Helga's not there.
Hey, and fun fact of the day though, I have something planned for when we get back. So just FYI, give me a chance when we're walking back into our house.
Okay.
Just I'm an idea woman, all right. I'm strong-willed. I think for myself, and if I need to go tame some lions, does your dog bite? No. Brrr. I thought you said your dog does not bite. Is not my dog.
All right. Well, he's not showing up. I'll press on. And we'll have to go back in time for him. Okay, fine. So,
Fine.
you get out of your taxi, I assume?
Yeah.
You get out of your taxi. It's your apartment. You see somebody strolling by.
Somebody.
It's Mr. Knott.
Mr. Knott?
Oh, hello there. Yeah. I'm glad I actually caught you girls. I was looking for all over for you today. I tried calling you, and I put a post-it note up on post-it. I stapled the note to your door. I just wanted
You
to check.
stapled our door? You
I mean-
bitch! I take out my newspaper.
Okay, roll damage on 1d1.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
It's not damage, it's a frustration smack.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I can remove it. I can replace it. Or maybe you can get Helga to fix the door. I'm so
We
sorry.
need more money. We need more money, man.
We need more money.
Well, I actually came here to actually like tell you that I just want to see what you guys were doing to the investigation. Like, what have you learned anything, or I just kind of check on you.
We're still trying to piece things together. Is there any information yet that you're aware though of anything that's gone on that you could give us more insight into this investigation, Mr. Knott?
I mean, no. I mean, that's why I hired you guys, is to get more information. But as long as you're getting information, that's totally fine.
We are working night and day. We've been up since 3 a.m. this
Hey,
morning.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean,
We are working fervishly to solve this investigation for you, Mr. Knott.
Did you know, Mr. Knott, that the house was built in 1835?
I had some recollection. I mean, I'm a businessman. I guess I don't really have to care about when it was built, just as long as I can sell it.
You should want to care about when it's built because that's what people care about.
When it was built, it seems sturdy enough to me.
When was it last renovated? Do you know, Mr. Knott?
I mean, that's what I want some of my workers to do, is go in and renovate it at some point, but they're not going to go in if it's all like spooky and whatnot.
And haunted.
Haunted.
Do you know who Mr. Corbett is?
No, I have no recollection of who Mr. Corbett is.
Are
I
you
heard
sure
some.
you don't know?
Well, I mean, I hear what's in the paper. I mean, yes, I do know that somebody named Corbett used to live in the house. And then something happened, and I don't know. It's been many years ago.
What's the something that happened, Mr. Corbett?
Just nobody liked him. Nobody liked
him.
I mean,
So
he was
what
doing crazy
what do you
stuff.
remember reading in the newspaper about him?
I remember it. I know that he did own the house at some point, and I know that He starts rambling.
Okay.
Come on now, Mr. Knott. I don't think you're being honest with us.
Make me an idea roll.
We do have these long conversations on a regular basis, and I know when you start to ramble, that means you're hiding something.
Make me an idea roll.
Just keep in mind too, right? He has an existing relationship with the individual.
49.
What's your idea?
80.
5.
Of course, Yolanda. I would have told you anything. If I knew anything else. I mean, I fully trust you. He just stops talking.
Oh,
But I just wanted to
nice.
check on you guys. I'm super glad that you guys are still working on this case. Just want to do that check. And I'll leave you to your business. I'll be on my way.
What was the note you left before you leave?
I just wanted to. I just wrote that I wanted to get in touch with you.
We can go check on it. It's still stapled to our door.
I'm sorry about that. Here's $1.
Thanks for the $1.
Oh, quite welcome.
Now I feel like a whore.
and now he shambles off like with his penguin straddle.
I look around to make sure there's no neighbors that see us trading money with some dude. Thankfully, nobody's there. Right, DM?
The wife and the kid.
Get out of here! Come walking along.
And the husband. They're greeting the husband that came home from a hard day's work, and they give you a glare.
Yes.
The wife quickly scurries.
Hi!
The wife quickly scurries them both inside. The kid and the husband.
Oh look, it's
Love
little Tommy, a potential client in the future.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I am unaware of these events, and therefore I am not embarrassed.
Good.
I'm switching.
My health increases by 2.
I'm switching back to you, by the way. Leave it on that note that you just made
Do it.
a nice family seem really strange over that transaction. Okay, so
Tommy
you
loves
find
me.
a thing.
What kind of a thing?
Not you guys.
I know,
Helga.
what kind of a thing does Helga find?
I'm getting there. Getting there. Okay. You find a journal and a tome. Okay.
Oh shit.
Great. You find a journal, and it reads as this. The musty old journal falls to pieces as you turn the pages, but the name Walter Corbett catches your eye. An entry records that Walter Corbett was buried in the basement of the house, in accordance to his wishes, and with the wishes of that one who waits in the dark. Alongside the journal is an enormous volume, handwritten in Latin, but not so rotten or worm eaten that the whole section is no longer can no longer be understood. I don't get that. You find a tome. Oh, hold on. Handwritten tome in Latin, but it's so rotten and worm-eaten that the whole sections are no longer can be understood. You read this as Liber Ivonius. Liberivonis. What do you do? Helga, what do you do? You can't search Google. Stop searching Google.
I don't know. I continue to search.
You find nothing. It is now about 8:30. It's getting dark.
Okay, so am I stuck in this hole?
No, you can get up. Give me
Okay,
give me a climb roll.
Peace out.
That's a D100.
I roll a 9.
You roll a 9. Get a tick on climbing. Write a little asterisk on that. We will deal with that later. Good job. You scamper up that wall like there's nobody's business. You grab on each sturdy piece of wood, as you know exactly what piece of wood jutting out from the foundation, and rock jutting up from the foundation that you feel are very
Sturdy.
sturdy. Yeah, yep. And so you're out. You're on the street now.
We out of here, baby.
The dingy street. You're gonna have to walk a little bit, but you do eventually see the city again. I'm gonna just say that you take a taxi, right?
Yeah.
You take a
Pretty
taxi.
far.
Okay, you're back. You going back home?
First I go to the bar.
First, you go to a bar. Great. What do you do?
I have 2 drinks. I think about it. I don't talk to anybody.
You have them. You get hit on a little bit, but they don't understand your thick Russian accent. I think it's probably for the best.
Probably.
Fuck him.
Some homely guy gives you a drink and blinks at you, like winks at you.
I ignore his stupid ass.
He passes you a phone number.
I say, I'm not out for hire. That's my roommate.
He looks away dejected, and he shuffles off. And as he just got rejected flat out in the middle of a bar.
I walk after him.
Okay.
Say hi. Sorry, a frustrating day. What's your name?
He walks off anyway. He's still dejected.
Oh, no.
His first attempt didn't work, and he's not gonna try anymore. He's hitting on somebody else now, and slurring his speech. What do you do?
I have 1 more drink and I go home.
Okay, you go home. All right, cut back to Sally Yolanda. We're going back in time a little bit. It's about 7 o'clock. You're still standing out there, humiliated that you feel however you want to. But the family just walked inside. Did you want to do anything here?
No, I think we just head back in at this point. At least
Sally,
I am.
did you want to do something in particular?
So we're walking in significantly before he is, or before Helga is. So after we walk in, we notice that she's not there.
She's not there.
So Yolanda,
where
I've been
Helga's
thinking
going.
about it all day. I feel bad about ditching Helga, and I want to make sure that she doesn't get the wrong idea that we're trying to split up. We probably don't want to for the rest of this investigation, and sharing knowledge is probably the best. So let's write a note and put it on the table, and because Helga usually isn't good at figuring out things that are misplaced, and put back the flashlight that we borrowed from her earlier, and hope that she didn't notice it missing this morning.
I personally, I don't mind that idea, but I think we should wait for Helga and speak to her about it in person.
Okay.
Okay. Helga, you arrive back. The taxi drops you off. You're pleased about this. You made good
What
time.
time is it now?
It's 9 o'clock. I'm sorry. No. It'd be like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we're passed out. Sally and Yolanda. We've had a long day. We've been up since.
But you
3 or 4
wrote the note. Let's assume that you wrote the note, but I said let's stay awake to try and speak to her before, and then we just pass out. Yeah.
We pass out on the couch.
On the couch?
Note in hand.
Okay.
Or falling right in front of us, whatever, something like that.
Helga, are you going back to the apartment?
No.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Since I sense the bitches are being sneaky.
You can't. Though you don't know.
No, I
You slightly know, yeah, actually.
know. But they were gone.
You're slightly
That was weird.
intoxicated as well, so.
Also, so I'm suspicious. I'm kind of angry too, and I'm horny. So I'm going to Roman's house.
You're going to who?
Roman.
Roman's house.
Who's Roman's
Just
house?
kind of horny.
Yeah, the Roman. Yeah, he's boyfriend.
Fuck,
of
buddy.
type.
Okay, you do so.
Fuck, buddy.
You arrive to your apartment. You say, "I would rather be somewhere else." And I guess you go back to the taxi. And you drive
Yeah.
somewhere else after paying him. He's like, "Hey,
Yep.
would you want to go somewhere else? Did you have a change of heart?"
Yes, I did. Take
Okay.
me to my boyfriend Roman house. 146 Boylston Street, please.
He takes you there. You're there.
I mean, you know what I do.
Okay. You go inside. You do your thing. Morning happens. Because I'm not gonna paraphrase what happens with that entire thing. Morning happens. Yeah. It is 8 o'clock on a fresh Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon, morning.
Morning.
Light hits your eyes, Yolanda. You grumble, I guess. You're still not used to the sleep schedule.
I crumble.
You grumble.
I would grumble.
And also, it didn't help that you were lying on top of Sally when you passed out on the couch in a weird, strange way, but not in that way. Your back was on her hip all night,
Hey.
as you both seem to just pass out at the same time. Uh, your back is in pain, but it's a bright, nice morning. Maybe you can make
Hey,
the best of it.
Yolanda, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get myself a quick orange juice.
Hey, no, you don't have to go anywhere.
I need to go somewhere because trust me, you don't want none of this when I'm like this. Okay, so I'm gonna get myself a drink.
I'm not much saying when I didn't have my coffee yet.
Make me a screwdriver while you're at it. If you're getting OJ, we'll go ahead and utilize Helga's vodka.
Okay, I'm up for that.
You make strong screwdrivers, and you empty out Helga's
No,
bottle.
I'm a
'Cause
woman. I don't have strong screwdrivers.
well, either
Small
way,
turned woman.
she didn't have much to begin with, so you empty it.
Okay.
Here you go,
Thank
Sally.
you. Thank you.
They just drank your fucking vodka. All right.
Bitch won't even know that she's missing her vodka. She goes through like 14 of these a day.
It's true.
Exactly. How does she afford it? What did she even do?
I don't know. I would think you would know because she might be your competition, but I feel like that's insulting, and I don't mean to say it that way.
Nothing's competition to this, baby. Look at it. It's amazing.
Hey, I know. I didn't want you to leave this morning from the wonderful couch and position we were in.
It's 1920s. That would be considered taboo.
It would be.
You can say it still.
Doesn't mean there aren't feelings.
You can have feelings.
We're the liberal types in the 1920s.
Yes.
In Boston.
There was
Okay.
some liberal
Boston.
types in like 1920s actually. I think there
Wait,
were
when was
a few
Prohibition?
liberal folks.
You're in
That was
Prohibition
right
era.
then. Yeah, that's exactly right.
How does Helga even get this vodka?
I kind of paraphrased that wrong. I didn't have time to arrest her, but whatever.
That's alright. No, she could have gone to a speakeasy,
Speakeasy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
speakeasy. Yeah. So
not a bar. So that's alright. We'll
so
go with it.
I take that back. She didn't get beer. She got like mixed drinks or something. Or not mixed drinks. She got just straight liquor.
That
Straight
would be Helga.
bourbon. She didn't get vodka
Well,
though.
where do you want to go today? I don't see Helga around here. Doesn't look like she's come in.
That's frustrating. We wanted to speak to her. I guess we'll just have to leave the note here.
Yeah.
Let's tell her where we're going to go in the note so she can decide to join us if she wants.
Where do you go?
I don't know. Where
Where do you write down that you're gonna go?
Should we just go to the house now?
Well, we'll still on the note. We'll just put it inside on the front door, like right as you walk in or whatever the doorway. Like we got a table there, whatever, right there, a little table counter thing, and we'll just leave a note there. It's the obvious place that we always leave mail and notes for each other.
Fair enough. You do so.
All right, Yolanda, where do you think we should go? Do you think it would be useful to go back to the library at all, or should we go to the newspaper offices and see if they have any archive records? You know, Mr. Knott was saying that there were some newspapers that he had read ago. I don't remember reading all those because I hadn't emigrated yet over to the United States. So
It's up to you. We can go.
do you remember anything?
I don't remember anything. I don't read very much.
If only you
You're,
read and
you're
could
definitely the smarter
roll a
one than me. You know, I'm not very smart.
D100.
I just post something.
Okay.
So
How
you
about
can
we?
roll. You can roll a D100. Sure,
Okay.
that will be an ideal roll.
Yeah. No,
To
to see if it remembers anything that was in the newspapers
for what?
years ago about anything about this case.
You guys weren't even in this area during that time.
Oh, okay. Then,
Yeah, I was in Italy, Texas.
well, that's good.
And you look at yesterday's
so-
paper. There's nothing about the Corbett House on it. You see a lot of nice sales though. Think
So
about
should we
the.
go,
Are there
should we
any
go to the
personal
actual
ads there?
house?
Yolanda's asking Sally a question.
Should we go to the Corbett house, or do you want to go to the newspaper?
I prefer to go to the office, the newspaper office, and see if they have any. I'm sure they have archives of the newspapers there. They probably have some information, or maybe even the writer, the journalist that had written the article. Maybe there's a lot of inside information that they didn't publish that they might have that we could ask them about.
Okay, let's do it. I'm a little bit worried that we don't have a lot of context of the house, and if we have some more context, we might be able to ask better questions at the newspaper. But it's up to you.
Well, I can't bring my dog with, unfortunately. He's
He
really
can
sick
sniff
and under
shit.
the weather.
Yeah. He's really good at
Otherwise,
smelling
he'd
things.
be super helpful in something like
I
this.
don't think the Boston Globe would like a dog running around their place.
No. I'm not talking about Boston Globe. I'm talking about to the Corbett House.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Flip a coin. I'll follow your lead. I'll let you flip a coin, Yolanda.
Let's
Let's go to the newspaper.
Found the newspaper.
All right, let's go to the newspaper offices. The Globe.
Right.
Let's make sure we leave that note for.
Left the note on the table
Helga.
next to all the place where we leave mail and notes for each other.
You guys decide to spend another half day going around and looking,
Jacking off.
going to the daily newspaper, the Boston Globe.
Hey,
This is
Boston Globe.
I'll just say you're there. We're not gonna do taxi rolls and stuff. All right. All right. The Boston Globe. It's a tall building, smaller than the what's it called, the archives or whatever, Hall of Records. But it's busy, very busy. It's about, I'd say 9 o'clock in the morning. It's fairly close. People are furiously typing on their typewriters. Behind, you walk in, everybody's furiously typing.
Buddy left your channel. Buddy joined your channel.
People are furiously typing. Yeah, I get. Okay, we get it. Everybody's rushing around. Nobody has time to even look at you. There's a desk clerk with like 3 phones in his hand, and all of them he's talking to everybody. Let's see here. I have something on this one.
I'm playing with my breasts.
With his double D's.
So he has 3 phones in his ear, and it says clerk on the table, but it looks like it's like the back end of it, like it's like a piece of metal, and you can see the engraving says clerk backwards because he's trying to hide the fact that he's a desk clerk since he's so busy. And he looks up at you and he looks back down to his work.
Can you try and charm him to speak to us? He looks really busy and like he doesn't want to be bothered with anything.
I can try and charm him. Let me walk up. Hey, hon, what's your name?
He looks up at you, looks back down to his work quickly, and he's like murmuring something like different phones, and he huffs and he's like, I gotta go. I have somebody at the desk, and if I don't do this, then whatever.
Hey, calm down, honey. It's okay.
He is flustered.
I can help. Let's
Help
have a
out.
quick conversation.
He furiously slams the phone down, like all the phones down, and he folds clasps his hands together, huffs, and then looks straight up at you like this.
So, tell me, what's going on?
Oh, just business as usual. Oh my god, I feel like I own the place, pretty much.
Really? Well, that's impressive. How long have you been working here?
Too long.
When did you take an ownership stake in the company?
I don't own the place, lady. I just do and he angrily flips over his desk clerk. Thing. I'm the desk clerk, okay?
Oh, so you don't really own it. That's a shame.
No,
I've been
well,
looking for a husband.
he eyeballs
That's
you
pretty good.
up and down. Like his eyes slightly suggest that you're not gonna find that kind of husband here.
All right. Well, we really need some help. Me and my very gorgeous friend over there, Sally. We're trying to figure out some information about this house known as the Norbit House. Can you help us at all?
Well, I mean, we have lots of newspapers here. I mean, is there something recent?
Well, it was. We know that the house was built in the 1830s, and there was some strange going-ons in the mid 50s, in the 1850s. Maybe if you have any newspapers from back then, we could look over them and try and figure out what happened.
I walk over and see them talking.
Roll me a luck roll.
I rolled 73.
He looks back down at his work. He goes, well, I mean, if it's recent, it's so easy. You just go outside and get the newspaper. I mean, I know something like a little bit about the Corbett House. Did you mention that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so all I know is what has been in like a little bit of past articles. It's the same stuff that keeps on being talked about. How they just wanted to demolish the place and stuff. And what, and just that it's a spooky place is all.
Sally, come on, you try this guy. He's not my type. He's probably better more your type.
You saying this
whisper
out
over-
loud?
He whispers that in my ear. Because I've
Are you
walked
sure?
over there
You can't
after
speak
I
for
saw
him.
them discussing.
Yolanda, do you say this out
sorry,
loud?
Sorry. I was doing that sorry. I walked away over to Sally. I stopped Sally in her tracks as she was walking over, and then I said that to her before she reached over there.
As you walk away, he's like, oh, fuck, what a bitch.
Exactly.
Hey, good morning. I know it's hump day.
What do you mean by that? I don't know what that means.
It's like a camel has a hump and it's the middle of the week, so it's hump day.
You're not making any sense to me, lady.
Well, that's besides the point. Do you know anything that's been going on with the Corbett house or anything about the Macario family?
Are you friends with that bitch over there?
With what bitch?
The one you just walked by. She was asking the same thing.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm gonna roll an idea. I want you actually to roll me. Would that be fast talk? I think that'd be fast talk because you're lying. So roll a fast talk for me.
30.
What is your fast talk?
5.
I'm gonna have to close out, guys, in probably the next 5 to 10 minutes, unfortunately.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll a luck roll under that. You said you rolled 35?
I rolled 30, and I have
30.
5%.
Alright, just in the sake of moving this along.
Yep.
He angrily points towards the gentleman who's walking by. I don't have time for this. Can you just talk to this guy? Maybe he'll know. And you see a gentleman walking around, looking very pompous. He has his hands on his suspenders. He's just looking over at all his writers typing, and he's smoking a cigar, and he's just milling around.
Go over and talk to him. And I wave Yolanda to come over with me.
I'm coming.
All right, you approach him. He's looking.
Excuse me, sir.
How can I help you?
Do you know anything about the Corbett house and or the Macario family?
Can we just intersect and see whether Helga joins us, or whether Helga wants to join us at this point? In that she's at this
Helga's
point.
not here.
Yes, I know, but I'm thinking that given the time lapse, that maybe she's gone home at this point, and Just curious.
Mm,
No.
no, I don't think so. I don't think that'll work. But anyway,
Helga doesn't give a fuck.
anyway,
Do me.
so he's like, well, if we have anything, it would be on the archive, but in the morgue where we keep all our dead news articles. But you know, it's a place I can't just bring anybody in there.
Well, why not? Why we're here to try and investigate what's going on at the courthouse. We just like to know more information about it to understand what's going on with it.
Why do you want to know about the Corbett House?
Because strange things are happening.
Yes, but why? Because strange things, as we've written on our articles, if you read the Boston Globe, yes, it's written many times about the strange things.
Well, I've just recently moved here, and so is both my friend and I are fairly recent. I'm here. I've been here for only a month, so this is all new to me. I'm just trying to understand what's going on.
Okay. So can you tell me exactly why? Because I don't exactly buy your story, because people don't come here every day asking about this place. In fact, nobody has.
I said I was
We've-
asked to investigate.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need to disclose any more details than that.
He
Unless you're asking
shouts
for
over
it.
you. Get back to work, all of you. I've got this under control. And it's like some of the writers who stopped typing, ever so and just looked up in confusion.
While we were talking to him, they stopped typing?
Yeah, he huffs. He huffs and he says, "Okay, I'll think about it." And then he stops talking. You can right now make me a persuade roll.
I'll let Mr. Persuader try and persuade.
Did you say anything to him, Yolanda?
Oh, is it me? Is it me that needs to persuade? I'm sorry, I was assuming.
No.
I mean, I would.
Are you
would
gonna say
advise-
anything to him? Because you have to say something to actually do a persuade.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. Oh, but come on, we really need.
You could
I'm
use
trying to think
charm,
of the
aren't you?
context that we were just in.
You can't sexualize him in all front of these people.
No.
I'm gonna make you do a half charm roll if you do.
We really need to see this information. It's very important for our investigation and the potential procurement of this property. So, is there anything that we can do?
Roll D100.
So I got 30.
What's your persuade?
40.
Nice. Okay. It's like, I don't have time for this.
Actually, sorry, I did. No, I rolled 29 just so you know, but it's
Okay.
still under. So it's okay.
I don't have time for this. Yeah, we're busy, but whatever. I'll take you down here. I got to get back to my flock of people. I can't let them just do willy nilly.
Fair
He
enough.
calls over above everybody. Ruth, get over here.
Oh, Ruth Bader, nice.
A Rush lady named Ruth Blake on her name tag runs to Artie Wilmot. Because he never asked his name, I'll provide it. You guys are bad at asking names.
Thanks.
I have a name generator here too. I'm just like, that's a good one. But yeah, what can I do for you, sir? She comes out of breath and she's like spilling some papers like in a folder like on the floor, and she like hurry picks them up. And he looks down at her. He's like, "Go and take these two bimbos over to the." No, he doesn't say that. Take these two over to the morgue, the archive morgue, for articles, and let them fuss around. If you could just show them anything to get them out of my hair, that would be super great. She leads you downstairs into a place of just nothing but filing cabinets. Most of them are marked, some are not. There's folders everywhere. You see a couple people stuffing papers in. They look like probably like interns or hired help.
Hey, Ruthie, well, you look like you were under a little bit of stress there. You know, you probably should come out for a drink sometime with us two ladies and get yourself
Have a
into
gal's
a
night
more...
out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd love that.
So tell us, Ruthie, how long have you been working here?
She's walking you quickly to the to a filing cabinet. I've been working here for about a year now. It's a little stressful, but it pays the bills.
That's good. Well, you know, we appreciate you bringing us down here. We really could use some help in finding some information about this Corbett house. Would you be willing to help us?
That's what I was tasked to do. Yeah, I'm taking you there right now.
Well, that's great news.
She starts rummaging through a filing cabinet and does the thing.
I thought you were gonna say something witty there about stress and jobs and gotta pay the bills, Yolanda.
I didn't want to go there.
Fair enough. Because why would anyone want
Then
to
she
associate
would-
themselves with the prostitute?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was going to be like, well, then we won't want to go to
Alright.
the girls' night out.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So other than the usual stuff, this is probably the one that you'll find more interesting. It was never published, and I think it's gonna do pretty good for you. And then she like hurries up out of the room.
Ruthie, take my number.
She gives you an awkward stare and then continues upstairs.
She's a good-looking lady.
All right, you have
I'm
I don't
biased. So it's
disagree.
good.
handout number 2. Unpublished story.
don't
Boston Globe,
disagree.
1918 feature story was never published and states that in 1880, a family of French immigrants moved to the house but fled after a series of violent accidents left the parents dead and 3 children crippled. The house stood vacant. In 1990, another family moved in and immediately fell prey to illness. In 1914, the oldest brother went mad and killed himself with a kitchen knife, and the heartbroken family moved out.
Can you copy and or paste this?
Yeah.
And, or, okay.
In 1918, a third family, the Macarios, rented the house, but they left almost immediately after they all became ill at the same time.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to get ill.
All right,
Thanks.
there you go. What time is it? Okay. And at that note, it's been about 2 hours 30 minutes. We should probably pick up the game session tomorrow. We'll start off on Helga.
Good.
I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
That's
so-
alright. Next,
do it
just
another-
next time.
Yeah, next time. So great session so far. This is Red7 signing out, as well as the 3 investigators that I'm working with. Roll call.
Yep.
PCZDemon. AK
Rammi.
Goodbye, folks. Check you next time.